captain returns. In form, Chris Boyd is just one short of 150 club goals for Kilmarnock and Rangers. Every chance that it could come tonight. He has scored 17 goals in 25 games against Motherwell. In contrast, Kenny Miller has never scored against Motherwell. Not for Hibs, not for Celtic, and not for Rangers, but he has certainly clicked with Boyd lately. It's a dangerous partnership. Chris Porter had an eventful time against Rangers last season. He scored against them in both league clashes here at Fir Park and also managed an own goal at Ibrox. It's Rangers' 6th game in 19 days. It's better to be busy, especially as they do have a huge European void this season. Stevie Hammond immediately launching it towards John Sutton, and it's dispatched by David Weir onto the head of Bob Malcolm. Lafferty, his first start in the SPL since August. Fitzpatrick, Hamill, and it bounced off Stephen Davis.
He has a change for Motherwell tonight from the 4-3-3 into a 4-4-2, and it can help and hinder them. Certainly from a defensive point of view, it means they match up with Rangers, which should help them. But going forward, they won't be quite as fluid as they normally can be.
Hamill then will float the free kick towards Sutton. David Weir grappling with Sutton. Quinn. This is Lasley. Stephen Hughes facing his former club. David Weir met the cross. Quinn. Lasley. Flag is up for offside against Porter.
Well, we always say when you play against the old firm, tempo has to be high. Walter Smith up in the stand looking down. Get a better look at the shape of the match from there initially. You can see Motherwell trying to stroke the ball about, trying to keep the tempo high. That's imperative for them.
Lafferty latching onto that. And a routine save for Graham Smith.
Well, that's Lafferty coming in off that left-hand side, where we know he can be dangerous, and he will try and do that all evening.
It's a huge kick from Smith, turned away by Bergera. Broadfoot, helped on by Davis. Reynolds beats Boyd to it. Broadfoot. Reynolds covering. The Motherwell keeper, Graham Smith, started his career at Rangers. Never made the first team. His missus gave birth to a baby girl at 6 o'clock last night. Good timing, not on match day. Broadfoot. Pedro Mendes neatly on to Papac. Lafferty. Broadfoot. Stevie Hamill. It's met by Bergera. Mendes and Ferguson starting together in Rangers midfield. Sasa Papac. Offside against Chris Boyd.
That was left a little bit late, but you can see already Barry Ferguson from that midfield area trying to make a trademark run, and Walter Smith down already talking to Ali McCoist. Just picking out a few pointers. As I was saying, Barry Ferguson looking like he's up for it. He's desperate to get back into the swing of things.
He wasn't hanging about in his seat upstairs, the Rangers boss. Fitzpatrick. And Gary trying to get near it, but a free kick's being given against him. Sasa Papac has just extended his contract until 2011. A survivor from the Paul Le Guen reign.
Yeah, he's become #1 contender for that left-back role, even though initially he was a central defender. He's doing a good job there.
Rangers beat Motherwell 2-1 at Ibrox in September. They were 2-0 up with goals from Stephen Davis and Nacho Novo. David Clarkson replied late on. Papac aiming it towards Lafferty. Chris Boyd comes to have a look as well, but it's hooked away by Bob Malcolm. Hughes, Lasley, Sutton. It's a corner off Weir. Motherwell will be hoping to offer something serious from set pieces. Stevie Hamill's left foot will deliver. Away by Weir. Lasley. Hughes. The big boys are still up there. And Bergera took a sore one from Reynolds. Or from Porter, rather. Here's Reynolds. Bergera's okay.
It's going to be an interesting tussle for Weir and Bergera back there, up against Porter and Sutton. Both fairly physical, particularly Sutton.
Broadfoot. Davis. Stopped by Reynolds. Kenny Miller. Pedro Mendes. Lafferty. David Weir having to rescue that. McGarry. Sutton. Lasley. Mopped up by Weir, who opened the scoring for Rangers at Kilmarnock on Sunday.
Yeah, and absolutely cruised through the match as well.
Graham Smith will grab that. Quinn was making sure that Miller was unable to sneak in. Bob Malcolm is down, although not for long. Big Bob is back on his feet. Hamill. Fitzpatrick made the run.
Well, that is exactly the run that Mark McGee was talking about before the match from Fitzpatrick. Also try and get Lasley, McGarry up there as well. Hughes will even try and get round about the box, but he's obviously not happy about something. Our manager's never happy.
Well, after a slow start to the season, compared to the high standards they set last season, Motherwell have got a grip. They have won 4 of their last 6 matches, including their last 3 home games. But it's a much bigger test for them than usual today, of course, with Rangers in town.
It's also that thing about expectation that was mentioned in Mark McGee's pre-match interview. So try and get his players away from that thinking.
Ferguson releasing Davis, and Malcolm intervenes before Miller can get near it. Sutton. Bergera's challenge. Here's Hamill. Sutton. Fitzpatrick. Far too much on that. Lasley had made himself available for Fitzpatrick. Alan McGregor dropped for 3 games in September. Miller. Papac. Lasley in first, McGarry. And a miscue from Quinn.
I didn't give Quinn much of a ball there.
Weir. Another throw for Papac. Here's Bugera. Boyd rising with Hamill. And no foul. Boyd shoots anyway, but Barry Ferguson felt he should have had a free kick.
He was absolutely fuming after this one. Boyd initially goes to the header. Ferguson's looking for the 1-2 there. Felt there was definite contact. We'll see here. Lasley's coming back in. Just catches the Rangers captain's heel.
Boyd just dropped for Miller to chase. And Rangers now have a corner. Miller forcing Quinn to poke it behind. Rangers looking for an early breakthrough. Davis with a corner, and Graham Smith gets a decent fist on it. Barry Ferguson not getting much of a welcome to Fir Park from the Motherwell fans, but he certainly is from the Rangers supporter course. Happy to see their captain back in from the start. Miller. Over and out.
Well, we'll wait and see how it develops, but that central midfield partnership for Rangers with Mendes and Ferguson in there now, it's going to be slightly different from Kevin Thompson playing there, who generally just sat and allowed Mendes to be the one to go forward a little bit. And today it's going to be the complete opposite. It's Ferguson that's going to venture forth, and Mendes will sit a lot more.
Acrobatic clearance of sorts from Majid Bugera, who has started every SPL game since his move from Charlton, Carlos Cuelar's replacement, and he's done a grand job. Hughes. This is promising, and McGregor couldn't hold on to it. And Rangers rather relieved. Hamill. Steve Lasley certainly testing McGregor there. He leaves that for Hughes.
So near, great play over on the left-hand side from Motherwell. Lasley coming in there, great strike as well, just bobbles in front of McGregor. You can see Porter tries to feed it back to Lasley and just overhit it slightly. A real chance there for Motherwell.
Chris Boyd lurking. Goal kick. He's involved in a couple of penalty incidents on Sunday.
I just thought that Malcolm had a wee tug at him, but I don't see too much there. You can see, I think Boyd's looking for it.
Porter. High into the sky from Papac. Lasley challenges with Ferguson, and Ferguson won it well. Pedro Mendes. Broadfoot. Papac. He'll get a free kick off McGarry.
This would be Kevin Thompson, I think, in here, but It's going to be Mendes on the free kicks.
Mendes in towards Broadfoot. Good take from Smith.
I think he just needs a little bit more practice. It's a good take though from the goalkeeper.
Although Fir Park can be a tricky venue to visit, Rangers have won on 7 of their last 9 trips to this ground. But 2 draws last season here.
Yeah, Motherwell have got a good home record this season. Looking to go, I think it's 4 wins in a trot here at Fir Park. Won't be easy tonight.
Porter loses out, Ferguson. Broadfoot, Davis. Porter's header went the wrong side of Sutton, and Pedro Mendes will send it back to McGregor. It's pretty poor from Lafferty. And McGarry keeps it in. An exchange with Hughes. Quinn. Lasley. Here's Hamill. Ferguson made a bit of a hash of the clearance. McGarry has popped it back for Fitzpatrick. Here's Hamill. Now Lasley. Fitzpatrick. Sutton is in there. Weir keeps clearing it. Hughes. And away by Buguera with a little help from Davis. Boyd will get a free kick. Reynolds all over him. 50-50 as far as possession is concerned.
Yeah, and talking of possession, when the ball gets played up to the likes of Lafferty there, earlier he just didn't take a touch. He was told by the dugout he's got to hold it in. Played a very loose pass backwards into midfield, and it was cut out by Motherwell.
Kenny Miller chasing, but it will carry to Graham Smith. Hughes. Porter rising. And David Weir's gone down. Porter trying to bustle his way through. And they're going to have to get the ball out here so that treatment can be given to Weir. Come on, Motherwell. Do the decent thing.
I don't know if it's a head clash or if it's his elbow comes across. It's his elbow. Yeah, Porter's left elbow just catches him around the mouth. Sore one.
David Weir didn't start playing professionally until he was 22, but he's making up for it at the other end of his career. 38 now.
We did say earlier that it would be a real battle for him tonight, with Porter and Sutton proving that way.
Stevie Hamill. Straight through to McGregor. Lafferty. That's come off Lafferty, it'll be a Motherwell throw. Hughes. This is Rangers' 8th away game in the SPL this season. Celtic have only played 5 on their travels, but Rangers will catch up over the next few weeks. 3 of their next 4 matches in the SPL are at home. Hamill. That's a foul by Broadfoot on Fitzpatrick.
It's all a little bit scrappy. Neither side really being able to get the ball into their strikers and hold it up.
Hughes, Porter, cleared by Ferguson, and Pedro Mendes took it away from Hughes. Now Kenny Miller. Davis. Mendes. Hughes tidying up. Malcolm. Reynolds. Straight down Bergera's throat. McGarry. Sutton. Hughes. Porter. Confronted by Davis and Broadfoot, he might need a little bit of help. He's hung in there. Porter. And across came Bergera. Celtic have taken the lead against Kilmarnock in Glasgow's East End. Killian Sheridan has scored for them, a young Irishman. Hamill now. Cleared by Bergera as the heavens open above Fir Park. Kenny Miller, onside. Michael Higdon has put Falkirk one up at the Cally Thistle Stadium. The goal starting to go in tonight in the SPL. McGarry. Quinn. Plucked out of the air by McGregor. Davis. Ferguson. Chris Boyd. It didn't fall quite so invitingly for him that time. Papach delivers. Fitzpatrick. Bergera's onto it. And Bergera. Smothered by Smith.
Well, Bergera doing really well there. Taking them all on and a decent ball in as well.
Hughes. McGarry. Quinn. Porter. Lasley. Malcolm for Quinn. Lasley. Porter was closely watched. A little too closely, he thought.
Yeah, but I'm really impressed by the way that Motherwell are playing passes, winning the ball back. A little nudge there from Bergera. Not too much in it, but the home side looking very comfortable on the ball as you expect. But also winning the ball back in the vital areas. Lots of energy shown, throwing players forward at times. It's just that extra little bit they need in front of goal. Haven't quite got that yet.
Bergera keeping Porter in check. Here's Broadfoot. Ferguson. Malcolm for Lasley. Lasley in his second spell with Motherwell, likewise Hamill, who has to turn away from Davis. Reynolds. And Broadfoot seemed to leave that. Here's Porter. And again he has Bugera to contend with, and Bugera secures a throw. He's away to play for Algeria next week against Mali, although he doesn't have to travel too far because that match is being played in Rouen in France.
Yeah, he's becoming a huge player for Rangers.
Paul Quinn. Papach in his way.
One of the questions is going to be defensively for Motherwell tonight, having lost quite a few goals so far this season, but they seem to have learned from the mistakes that Kilmarnock made against Rangers in the second half of their game, the last match, where they gave Rangers far too much space. It's not been the case tonight.
Hughes. Sutton now. Cleared by Mendes, not very far though. And Quinn could return it. McGarry now for Hamill.
Well, Motherwell just with the upper hand in possession.
Davis. Well, it took Rangers a while to get going at Kilmarnock at the weekend. Boyd for Miller, he's onside. Kenny Miller took too long. Lafferty deflected for a corner.
Well, as a player, Miller has just about everything. I say just about because these are situations that you would find Boyd getting himself into, and he put it in the back of the net.
Stephen Davis pops it in, and it's Chris Boyd who was first in the queue.
It's a very good ball in. The goalkeeper doesn't come, and Boyd manages to get across. Can't quite keep that one down though. Reynolds getting close to him. That's going to be the problem for Mark McGee's side. They can have the majority of possession. If they can't make it count, they're always liable to get caught with a sucker punch.
David Weir and John Sutton both went for that. And the two of them certainly tangled, and then Bugera was jostling with him there, and this time it is a free kick. I think Sutton felt he should have had one a moment ago off Weir. Word of warning for Bugera.
Yeah, it certainly does give them a different edge, doesn't it, for Motherwell having Sutton up there instead of Ross McCormack. Chance now though.
Well, Bob Malcolm scored with a free kick at Inverness recently. He's fast becoming a bit of a specialist. Stevie Hamill's also there with his left foot. Malcolm off the wall. How he would love to score against his old club, and on his 28th birthday as well. Stephen McGarry in for the suspended David Clarkson tonight will take this corner kick. Fitzpatrick! Well, nobody really matched his run. Lasley. Here's Quinn. And across came Ferguson.
What a chance that was for Fitzpatrick. Completely open there with a run from the corner. Should have done a lot better.
Reynolds. Hamill. Davis. Mendes. Broadfoot is going some down the right. Mendes takes a more direct route towards Boyd, who was a little unlucky.
Well, Just see the way that Boyd peels off Reynolds, who's ball watching completely, and he just gets unlucky. I thought for a second it was going to go the other side of Smith and he could run round and then stroke it into the net, but didn't get the luck on that occasion, but a good run.
Bagheera's header. On by Miller for Boyd. Davis. He's had a look. Lafferty's coming in and Quinn missed it. Oh, Lafferty only 21 years of age. 3 million paid for him to Burnley. Bagheera. Pedro Mendes has got a free kick off Keith Lasley. Oh no, it's just a throw maybe. Broadfoot. Bagheera. Lasley's onto it. Stephen Hughes chasing Bagheera. Broadfoot kept it in. Reynolds underneath it. Ferguson. Davis. Lafferty. Porter. Inside of Weir. Lasley gives it back to Porter, but Bagheera does so well. Goal kick.
Yeah, it's not just that Bagheera's got the strength and the pace, he also reads the game so well. He knew there that there's a touch going to go into the box, just put his body in between. Very clever play.
Ferguson. Broadfoot. Pedro Mendes. It's a foul by Lafferty on Quinn.
It's not really been Lafferty's day so far. 35 minutes gone. A few poor touches. He's just getting himself back into it though. And it will take time.
Bob Malcolm's free kick. And by Porter. Elsewhere, Celtic 1-up on Kilmarnock through Killian Sheridan. Hearts 1-up on Hamilton through Christian Nade. Falkirk 1-up at Inverness. Here's Kenny Miller. And Ferguson, can he force it in? Foiled by Smith. It was a decent opening for the skipper on his return to the starting lineup.
It was very good goalkeeping in the end, but it was almost 3 for 3 at a certain point. Miller again finding a little bit of space. And this evades the majority of the Motherwell defence. And it's just the fact that Barry Ferguson is leaning back at that time. He can't really control it as he'd like to scoop it over Smith, but good goalkeeping.
Miller. Davis. Away by Reynolds, although offside actually against Chris Boyd.
Yeah, Kenny Miller is the one Rangers player so far that's managed to find a little bit of room. He had a chance of his own. He just created that chance there for Barry Ferguson. And it's in tight games like these that you need a player like that to find that extra yard. Always on the move.
McGarry. Without wishing to tempt fate, there is plenty of time for this scoreline to change, and there's only been one goalless draw in the last 200 meetings between Motherwell and Rangers, spanning 60-odd years. So a goal's got to come soon.
Well, that's it then, isn't it? 0-0, here we go.
Pedro Mendes. Forceful challenge from Fitzpatrick. Hamill. Sutton. A shove on Boyd by Reynolds.
Well, the Motherwell fans not happy, but that is the type of thing that Rangers fans and management are looking for Boyd to do. Get on the ball and try and hold it up, whether you get a free kick or not. It's that part of his game they're trying to change.
Well, Rangers scored all their goals at Kilmarnock on Sunday in the second half. Motherwell, though, probably made of sterner stuff than Kilmarnock showed in that half. Ferguson. Bugera. Boyd. And Miller got the better of Reynolds. It's another good stop from Graham Smith. Two crucial saves in a short space of time from a Rangers rookie keeper. Offside, Kenny Miller.
And he gets a good strike on it. It's good striking play between the two strikers for Rangers. Good save again from Motherwell goalkeeper. And yet again, Kenny Miller shaking his head.
McGarry. Quinn. Blocked by Lafferty. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Sutton! Unable to deliver. Screwed it rather miserably wide.
Motherwell haven't really tested McGregor at all yet. Certainly won't test them in that fashion, but they have played well in this first half without creating for too many chances really, but certainly in the midfield area have been decent. 6-3 for Rangers in goal attempts.
Chris Boyd! And Smith called into action once again. Doesn't matter how you deal with it, as long as you do.
Yeah, and Boyd just got caught again with a skid on the ground with all the rain that's fallen this first half. He just took the ball away from the striker and closer to the goalkeeper.
Hamill. Reynolds.
I did mention, Ian, that Kenny Miller hasn't scored against Motherwell at the start of this match for any club that he's played for. You just wonder if something like that sticks in the back of a striker's mind. You wouldn't have thought so. He's an experienced boy now. He's been around.
Must have been a good few clubs you've never scored against either, eh?
I lost count, mate.
Hacked away by Malcolm. Ferguson. Davis. Pedro Mendes. Rangers carving out 1 or 2 chances now. Broadfoot. Rather bogged down though, allowing Lasley to step in.
Yeah, you're right, Ian. Let's face it, on chances made, Rangers should definitely be up by 2 or 3 so far in this first half, but it's not the case.
A feeling of deja vu after Kilmarnock